right into the snake pit. The Miners will kick it away to start us off. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. Comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A 3rd and long coming up here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on first down. He makes the connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Now the defense with its back against the wall. After the penalty, it's 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On second down, he'll let it fly. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So UTEP's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And the Miners want to crank the tempo.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage.
And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Going up top on first down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Trying to get to him. Going up top. Fires and picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense set on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Miners want to move quickly. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Patrick. And the defense gets to the quarterback. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Quarterback will keep it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown! Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding the ball.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down right there.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Miners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense.
42 Spider. 4.
To the air, it's Patrick. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long. Off he goes. He's at the 10. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play?
Open runway ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Patrick. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And first down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be knocked down. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. All teed up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the 1st half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Patrick. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Miners decide to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Coming to the line looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. Fast motion from the offense. This quarterback part of their running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. They'll go with a direct snap. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, blowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And credit to the offense, sticking with the run, but, man, it's not working. And this defense is not budging. And we've seen them all season. They've been so dominant. I do think it's...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Miners will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. It's complete. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got the first down and more. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They want to run this quarterback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Dropping back, it's Patrick. The throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
You cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. The option look. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. The run from the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Line gets set, 1st down. Gets it out fast. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man out of the backfield.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Makes his connection. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally draft tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Back to pass, it's Patrick. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A first down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. He wants to throw it. Getting some heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense... Big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. Fights off a defender. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Third is short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Wide receiver shows motion. Calls his own number. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Quarterback keeps it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the entire playbook is wide open on second and short like this. Looking to throw, it's Patrick. Fires to the tight end. And the Miners get enough to move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights, it's good.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way...
Will take over.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is... She'll see something to bring it back. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Line getting set on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it at the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Dumps it off in the flats. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Trying to convert this second and short.
42, Spider.
Looking to throw, it's Patrick. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football.